Hi, it's 314 Reactor here, and today we are looking at 27 years of Total Annihilation. Here we are on the Total Annihilation Universe website, which is a great resource for mods such as TA Escalation, Pro TA, Total Mayhem, and TA Twilight. It also has a great community in the forums, and it's a great place to keep up on everything Total Annihilation, all the way from the aforementioned mods to the custom patches that allow the game to be played on modern hardware. So of course, Total Annihilation is a real-time strategy game that was released on September 25th, 1997 in the UK, and in North America on September the 27th, 1997. It's a really amazing game, unique in that it has 2D maps like most RTSs of the time, but it has 3D units overlaid over the top. It has a great soundtrack to it. It has some really unique gameplay, and it's been kept alive over the years by the community, as mentioned. Now, I first got this probably 27 years ago, round about the time it was released, when I got a Packard Bell PC. It was a Pentium 2 with 450 MHz, 64 megabytes of RAM, and a 3.4 gigabyte hard drive, and some sort of onboard graphics. It was a PC that instantly became out of date, but it played Total Annihilation pretty well, and I just remember being taken in by this game. I remember installing it, not really knowing what to expect, and then realizing that it wasn't a first-person shooter or anything like that. It was in fact a real-time strategy, and then I just fell in love with it instantly, with the atmosphere, the gameplay, the robots, the planets, everything. It's just fantastic to play. I've made a couple of videos on this before. I'll link them in the description, including one which goes over how to install the patch to make it compatible on modern hardware, so go check that out. This took me by surprise. I hadn't realized how fast this year's gone, but I just saw this update the other day and realized, oh my god, it's 27 years old, so I just had to make a video on it. Let's dive into some gameplay of Total Annihilation. So here we are on the main menu, which was the first thing that greeted me when I first played this game many years ago, and of course we are running 3.902, the community patch. Again, there's a link in the description to the video that goes over installing this. Let's dive into the skirmish. Let's play as the core, who I was playing as in the video that I did last year on this for New Year's. There's two sides, core on the arm, and there are mods that add extra sides to it as well. Let's go for Showdown. Green map with a choke point in the middle for two sides to meet each other. But what we're going to do is make it extra interesting and add a third side in. Give myself a little bit of extra energy, the enemy a little bit less, because I'm pretty bad at this game. Two-arm core, no one allied with each other. Let's see how this goes. Get the metal extractors down. Of course, if you've never played this game before, metal and energy are the primary resources. So we're going to build up plenty of resource gathering. So you have to keep expanding, getting more metal, because you can only extract metal from these metal pools on the ground. I may have done this in a bad order. I should have built the factories first, but never mind. So we have a vehicle plant online. Let's get a constructor and a couple of scouts. And then let's start pumping some tanks out. Wind generators will operate really well on planets that have wind, like this one, but with planets with no atmosphere, they won't operate at all. And they are cheap, but they don't produce a whole ton of energy. But they're cheaper than solar panels. Now what I really want is a geothermal vent to get some power from, because these are all producing about 10 to 30 amounts of energy, depending which way they're facing in the wind. But a geothermal plant should give us a considerable amount more. So here you can hear some of that excellent music playing. Which is all part of why this game sticks in your head. Let's clear these trees out of the way. Extract some natural resources. Oh yeah, here we go. Oh no, where's this construction vehicle going? You see, this is where the pathfinding gets a bit messed up. I think because he was trying to go down here, but he couldn't. Nope, that's this guy. So where was he going? Okay, never mind. I guess he just decided to wander off for some reason. Oh boy. May have made a slight mistake by playing on hard. I probably lost a lot of valuable time on the wrong build order. But never mind. Hit these guys economy hard. Let's get some more tanks up to the front line. Oh, of course, I'm playing the original game where the anti-air units can fire their rockets at ground units as well. So I'm so used to the mods where they've changed it so that the anti-air rockets can only hit aircraft. Let's see if we can go after their commander. Just send in everything we got. We'll lose a few units along the way, but It will be worth it. Do worry what the other team's up to. Let's just keep hitting their commander. Get some more units in. There will be an explosion in a minute. There we go. There we go. That's one enemy down. Not bad. Not bad at all. See, what I'm failing to do here is get enough energy storage, because I've got excess energy here. So I need to increase the amount of energy storage I have. Just not very good at this game, but I love it. Just terrible at real-time strategies. Let's get these units moving further out here. Just wish they'd add WASD to the latest patch so you can move the screen around with that instead of the arrow keys. Let's get this guy building some defenses down here, because I do worry the enemy's going to start coming through here now. Just try and slow them down with Dragon's Teeth. With the modern mods, there are newer AIs that you can load up, as well as custom AIs outside of the mods that you can load up, and they do get ludicrously difficult. The main reason why is because the modded AIs have tons and tons of extra resources, and like resource generators. But even the default AI is quite difficult for me, because I'm just terrible at the game. Oh, here we go. Oh boy, we're in a bit of trouble. Dragon's Teeth slowing the enemy down there perfectly. So the AI was smart enough to find a different route to attack me, which is awesome, but also bad news. Just gotta hope all those wreckages build up to make a bit of a wall they can't get past. Damn. Oh, that's a lot of rockets coming in. Such a tight map. Start pumping out some real heavy tanks. Very heavy assault tanks. Don't know if we're going to have to get to tech level 2. Probably could. But the map is just so tight. Screw it. Let's just try and annihilate these guys. Let's just try and build up loads of tanks. Hopefully that tank can go over there. Yep. Let's have him helping out building tanks. It's time to get some more units down there, I think. And hopefully while the enemy's distracted down here, I'll get an attack force along there. I think we can start denting a bit of their undefended economy along here. A war of two fronts is going on. Here we go. They're up to tech level 2, so they may have some quite advanced defenses. Let's just keep pushing up. In fact, I don't think there's anything they have on the top of the map here, so let's just start sending in tanks along there. Taken by surprise. Oh, here we go. This is it. Oh yes. Undefended resources. Look at the power of those tanks as well. A three-pronged attack. I love the look of these units as well. It's so nice. Such cool 90s design. I think we've managed to push the enemy back down here as well. That's good. And on this side we have some really heavy tanks going on. Oh, I love the power of the Goliaths. Oh, they've got a pretty heavy laser firing at me there. Let's try and take out that laser. Because that's just going to keep eating through my units if I'm not careful. Let's start moving these tanks in. Let's get some more units up to the front line here. These guys have pretty much won this battle. Let's move them in. Don't know where their commander is. Quite deep behind enemy lines, it seems. More heavy lasers down here. Let's keep pushing them in. There's the commander. Yeah, they're running low on metal because they're reclaiming wreckage there. Oh yes, there we go. Oh yeah, 108 kills, 123 losses, look at that. Really beat the enemy there. Excellent. So that was an awesome round. Let's add some more AI to the mix and let's do another round. Just lower the amount of energy I've got this time. In fact, let's give the enemy a little bit more energy to match up to mine. Energy and metal. Let's go for some Slate Gordon. Let's do it. 4 players. It goes all the way up to 8 players. You know what? Because we're on the birthday of the game, let's go absolutely all out. I'm gonna regret this, but let's go all out. 10 AI, the birthday special. Right, here we are. Let's get to it straight away. Let's not mess around this time. The video I made last year has instructions on how to install the game on modern systems, and it is available on Steam. I think it will run out of the box on Steam, the original version, but having patch 3902 just adds a whole bunch of extra additions that make it more compatible with the latest versions of Windows, some extra quality of life things, and also I believe you get battle tactics and the core contingency expansions on the Steam version. So it is well worth picking up, and you get quite a lot of content with the core contingency and battle tactics, loads of extra maps, loads of extra units, and I believe you also get the community units as well that were released, because this game was from a time where the devs would just release free units, as well as a healthy modding community. I think modding's coming back to games a lot, but the whole sort of free units and free content and stuff like that, and just expanding the content out to an already complete game, it's getting rarer, I think, unfortunately. I would love to see a proper sequel to this game. There's been Supreme Commander in the mid-2000s and Planetary Annihilation, but they just didn't work for me in the same way because of the art style and the sort of 3D nature of them. Just didn't quite vibe with me. So it'd be amazing to see a Factorio-style 2D sequel to this. I just think some games should stay 2D, and I think it would work really well. I think there's a Factorial Annihilation or something coming out, but again, I think that'll probably be a bit more of a lighter... Oh. Okay. There's a bit more of a lighter art style to it, and I don't think it will quite have the same atmosphere and impact as this game. Now, I've just realised that these are indeed little islands. I think there's a more open area here. That's where those two enemies ran into each other and blew each other up. But this little area is an island, so I'm going to need to build some aircraft to get out of here. Again, there's a bug I found when playing before that it keeps playing the battle music constantly. It should dynamically play music. So yeah, this should be a dynamic way of playing music. So it should be having more atmospheric music for building, and then move on to more action-paced music as the combat ramps up. But for some reason, it seems to be a bit messed up at the moment. So you can hear the really super atmospheric music here, which is amazing. Moho Metal Maker on the go. Oh, someone blew up my construction aircraft. That's not good. Got an enemy base over here as well. Plenty of energy reserves, so we want to use that to build some metal from these. Let's lower construction on this for now. Let's not worry about that too much. Take the pressure off of the metal system. We don't really need these two anymore, so I think we can actually reclaim them. This would be awesome if this plasma cannon could reach over here and start hitting their base. So the soundtrack has elements of the Aliens soundtrack, elements of a bit of the Star Trek soundtrack, especially Generations, and a few other soundtracks. So I think it was inspired by quite a few bits of sci-fi in terms of movies and stuff like that, which is again why it has such a great atmosphere to it. And just again, the general design of the game, it's got a kind of gritty design to it, as opposed to the much more lighter designs of Planetary Annihilation. And even Supreme Commander has kind of a smooth art style to it as well, so not exactly super gritty. Building loads of aircraft. Right, can this fire over here? Yes, it can. Start giving them a hard time. Once this is done, let's get a couple of advanced aircraft factories. These generate 12 metal for 625 energy, which is quite good. Oh, yes! The commander was down there, so they are now gone, which means there's a load of resources to hoover up. Excellent. This was a genius idea, if I do say so myself. Just bombing the enemy out of existence while not even leaving my own base. Now what we can do is start to assemble a whole load of aircraft. Plenty of bombers. And these exclusively on fighters. And this can be just a mix of the two. Hopefully... Oh, God, that's another enemy gone. Damn. Let's see if we can go for a bombing run. Oh. Ooh, look at that. See, the enemy is not doing too well here. It does appear they're just all sort of sat around nano-stalling because they've run out of resources. Ooh, yeah, there we go. The destruction. set them all on roam as well, so they'll just keep roaming around this area looking for enemies to blow up. And it looks like the enemy hasn't done too well with their air force or their air defenses. I was a bit worried about this team. I thought they might be quite powerful, but it seems they're maybe not so powerful. Oh, there we go. They're dead. So here we got left 2 other players. Those 2 teams I'm a bit worried about. Oh no, okay. They do have quite a bit of resource. Oh boy. Oh boy, here we go. Let's start bringing everyone in. This could be a bit of a battle. This bad boy will help me out a little bit. Hopefully it has the range to get over there. Oh, okay, this team is a little bit more advanced than I thought. Decoy commanders. Okay. Let's wait till we have a few more aircraft before we do another assault. So I think a lot of the enemies that killed each other earlier were all on this map here, and they all just encountered each other very quickly. Just blew each other to hell. There we go, there's the other team. Oh, wow. Okay, let's leave those guys to it for a bit. Seems like the enemy teams are just absolutely battering each other as well. So I think the core there is going to be the successful team, and we'll wipe out the other core team, and then it'll just be me versus the other core team. So I'll be the very best AI left to take me on. Give me the ultimate showdown. So the original game I think had a max unit limit of 250. The patch increases this to 1500. You can go above that by editing an INI file, but it starts to get unstable. By the time you started to get to 150 units on the original game on old hardware, the game would really start to slow up, because you're processing the AI and all the animations and stuff, but it's also 3D, and because it's 3D that's software, it was pretty heavy on the graphics card. Oh, I just love the atmosphere of the game. I love it. So now I'm producing a ton of energy and a ton of metal. Let's build an automatic targeting facility, because at the moment, when things aren't on screen but are on radar, the AI won't shoot at them. So you build an auto targeting facility, and that will allow defenses and stuff to automatically target things that are off screen but on radar, which is of course awesome. Let's get some stealth fighters out. Just build some random stuff here. Should also mean that units will automatically target things that are on radar but not on screen as well. So it's a little bit more automation to your base and army. And when you get the super long range plasma cannons and stuff like these things, and the fully automatic version of these, they'll just automatically destroy anything on radar. Okay, we have some enemies on the radar here, and my super long range plasma cannon, which costs 2000 energy a shot, is targeting them. So here we go. The auto targeting facility and the super long range plasma cannon and the advanced radar working together there. Very, very nice. Let's go take out that other AI team that doesn't seem to be faring so well. Oh, that AI team is building out. There we go. Oh yeah. God, they've been hit hard by the AI team. Damn. Time to ruin their day, I guess. Ooh, yes. Look at all that destruction. And because they're set onto roam, they will seek to attack and just shoot at everything. Damn. Either they're building over the wreckage of another AI that got blown up, or they've been attacked quite a lot. Could be either. Time to wipe out their resources. Some anti-air here. Let's take that out. Just get rid of that as well. It's a shame the long-range plasma cannon isn't in range to attack these guys. Whoop, there we go. That's that AI team out. Look at all the destruction. Let's crank on the back. See, it should be switching to battle music, but it's not. It's weird. And now it's just sort of reset the music. And the music seems to be really broken now. I don't know why. I don't know if it's 3.9 that's doing it. But, so you start playing that and you click OK, then it just stops and starts playing something else. Okay. Weird. Never mind. It's atmospheric music. Oh, they're trying to build a very heavy plasma cannon as well. Oh, they have some pretty heavy-duty anti-air going on here. Wow. Let's try and go for that cloakable fusion reactor. Oh my god. Okay, yep, they have some really good anti-air. Okay, this is going to be interesting. Just really want to hit that fusion plant. If we can take that fusion plant out, which they haven't cloaked for some reason, even though it's cloakable, that should be quite a big explosion. There we go. Nice big explosion. Didn't quite do as much damage as I wanted, but I'll take it. God, their anti-air is good. Their anti-air is good. Just worried about them building those long-range plasma cannons. Okay, so they've started to send attack aircraft over to us. Quite heavily. Oh my god. Okay, yep, because this is the same island. They've finally learned that they can move around this side of the island to get to my bit of the base here. So it's all kicking off now. Took them a while. I guess because there was the enemy base here before. But then they could just go around here, so I don't know. I don't really know what the AI was playing at there. Let's see if we can go to a lower bit of their base. See if we can start taking away some of their resources. Let's see if we can get rid of this dude. I think that's their actual commander. Be a bit cheesy if we just took him out. So let's keep going for their resources. Oh my god. It's time to move these guys out of here. Let's get some really cool drop-off animations. Alrighty, let's start building some vehicles. Looks like they're staging another ground attack against me. Start cranking out loads of tanks. Loads and loads of mobile rocket launchers. And loads of artillery. Got a lot of air defenses here helping me out. Hopefully they keep wasting metal on that. I think the thing with the newer games is it just doesn't make you feel like you're in deep space in a weird, distant battle in the future. It doesn't have that illusion, it just feels like a video game. Which, you know, someone will say, obviously it feels like a video game because it is, but the point of some video games is to not feel like a video game. So when it comes to Battlezone 2 and Total Annihilation, they really feel like they're battles happening in deep space. Which is what makes them awesome. Gritty, horrible battles in deep space, rather than a video game where you're just moving units around to try and win the game. Feels like you're actually part of a galactic battle. It's that, not just the combat, it's the sense of mystery. What is this planet and why is this planet like this? Especially Battlezone 2, just great stuff. That's why I associate Battlezone 2 and Total Annihilation and Unreal Tournament. Because not only were they released at the same time, they all have that similar gritty feel and that kind of sense of mystery and exploration in a way. Like the weird planets in Unreal, the spooky kind of planets in Battlezone 2, and all the variations of the planets in Total Annihilation. That's why I made the video last year for New Year's, where I played all three of those games. Go check that video out. Just as a little interesting thing here, you can see that Total Annihilation is taking up 166.7 megabytes of RAM. Even OBS, which is recording this right now, is using more. Even the anti-malware service executable that just sits there in the background is using more RAM than the game. Windows Explorer is using more RAM than the game. That's crazy. Like back in the day, that's almost 3 times as much RAM as I had on my PC that I first got, the Packard Bell. The one game taking up all that RAM, but then also Firefox taking up 1 gigabyte. Man, I'd love to go back in time and show myself this. It would just blow my mind. And I'm sure in another 27 years, nearly 30 years, with LLMs and AI and stuff like that running locally, 32 gigs of RAM that I got on this PC will seem like nothing. I love the progress of technology. Anyway, let's get back to the game. 10 plus game speed here to make things move a little bit quicker because there's quite a lot of units and the pathfinding is not the best. Oh wow, let's bring the aircraft in. Whoa, slow the time right down. There we go. What is with their anti-air? Oh my god, they're building Krogoths. Okay. No, they're not. They're not anymore. They're not building Krogoths anymore because we blew up their commander. Oh, that's great. Damn, I was hoping that would go on for a bit longer, but I guess we wore their commander down. So this person had no kills, 3 losses. So these guys just barely made it off the starting line. These guys are pretty hardcore. A lot of kills, a lot of energy, a lot of metal. Higher score than me. Wow. But I produced more energy, more metal, loads more excess. So they got a higher score than me, but I was the one remaining. Ooh, that was a good one. That is 27 years of Total Annihilation. Happy birthday, Total Annihilation. Love this game. I'm going to do a video at some point as well on the TA Escalation mod, because that is a superb mod that adds a whole load of extra units and features to the game. So I'm going to go over installing that at some point, as well as playing that. Well, that was 2 great games of Total Annihilation. A quicker, smaller game versus 3 players, and an absolutely massive game against 9 other AI players, which is great fun. So thanks for watching. Do leave a like, let me know what you think of the video, and let me know what you think of the game as well. Do check out TAUniverse. It's a great source of information and community for TA, and there'll be other links in the description as well. Thanks for watching. Subscribe and hit the little bell, really helps. There's always new videos on video games and technology up and coming, so keep an eye out for those. Hope everyone's staying safe, and I will see you in the next video.